When the clock strikes 2 and the honest sleep, that's when the dead hour king starts his sweep. I don't need a scepter, don't need a throne, just the weight of my shadow to claim what's my own. Street lamps by low when I make my round. Every locked door whispers a welcoming sound. 102 beats like a monarch's decree. In the dead of the hour, you will answer to me. Eyes on the floor, wallets open wide. No room for heroes on my side. Dead hour king, ruling the black. On the troll post is no turning back. I collect in silence, I tax what you breed. Tribute flows easy when the desperate believe. Dead hour king, shadow salute. Cross me once, feel the kingdom's boot. You built your empire on borrowed time. Thought the darkness wouldn't cross your line, but I know your ledger, your hidden accounts. The alibis crumbling like ash in the mountains. Riff walks heavy like guards at my heel. Bassline reminds you the crown's real. No fanfare needed, no victory yell, just a quiet transfer from heaven to hell. Talk all you want, but the hour grows thin. Dead hour king always collects his wind. Dead hour king, ruling the black. On the two posters, no turning back. I collect in silence, I tax what you breed. Tribute flows easy when the desperate believe. Dead hour king, shadow salute. Cross me once, feel the kingdom's boot.
Rise on the bones of the fool. I let them dream big, then enforce the rule. No parliament sits, no election call. My word is a winner that covers it all. When morning pretends to reclaim the street, the dead hour king leaves his mark discreet. First light trembles, but can't break my hold. One last tribute before the story's told. You wake up lighter, pockets turned out. Wandering ran, the air feels devout. I fade to the corners where the daylight fears. 102 echoes for 1,000 years. The throne stands empty, but the power remains. Dead hour king in the city's veins. Dead hour king, turn on midnight claim. On the two beats, researching my name. No rebellion rises, no coup takes flight. I own the hours when you lose the fight. Dead hour king, power you break. The crown weighs heavy for your mistake.
You came in running from a name you couldn't shake. Said make me someone new, I don't care what it takes. I don't use ink, I use permanent stain, carving your future directly on your brain. 74 beats till the old you dies. Ink skin blues where the new self lies. Identity is just a layer you can peel. I'm the surgeon of the soul and the cut is real. Ink skin blues, needle writes the name. A scalpel scrape snare marking your new frame. Jazz guitar whispers what you used to be. Dark blues, transformation in a sterile sea. Permanent and deep, the face in the mirror is the one you keep. I map the arteries where your memories flow. Cut out the parts that you don't want to show. Sterile room, stainless steel gleam. You're paying in blood for a brand new dream. Needle buzzes steady like a heart in dead. Every drop of ink is a promise you can't forget. Latex gloves don't leave a single print, but the skin remembers every dark event. Ink skin blues, needle writes the name. Scalpel scrape snare marking your new frame. Jazz guitar whispers what you used to be. Dark blues, transformation in a sterile sea. Skin blues, permanent and deep. The face in the mirror is the one you keep. Seals the guts. You walk out different, nobody knows your face, but the ink runs deeper than the skin you wear in place. I keep your old name in a jar on the shelf, another soul rewritten, another former self. The studio is quiet, the gloves go in the trash, another dark blues patient with a brand new mask. Ink skin blues, final stitches sewn. Scalpel fades out, you're walking alone. Dark blue surgeon with a needle and a grin. What you were is over, what you are being. Permanent and true, the only thing that's left is the ink on you. choices, I make them assume. Your mouth runs fast, but your eyes look tired. You already know how the sin's rewired. I'm not here angry, I'm here on time. A quiet line in a dirty rhyme. You can laugh if you want, it won't change a thing. Silence got teeth when it starts to sing. No speeches tonight, no second round. Just one decision and a dead-eye sound. Cobalt resolve, cold in the head. I don't chase, I just understand. 84 beats and a steady aim. I don't need heat to hurt my name. Cobalt resolve, don't ask why. Some debts get paid while the street stays dry. Riff drags low like a door that won't close. Drums hit deep where the truth don't pose. You talk bad luck, you talk wrong place. I see the pattern in your nervous face. I've seen strong men fold over less. I've seen weak men try to flex. But I don't measure by fists or pride. I measure by what you tried to hide. Keep your hands visible, keep your breath slow. The moment gets heavy when the lights get low. Cobalt resolve, cold in her hand. I don't chase, I just understand. 84 beats and a steady aim. I don't need heat to earn my name. Cobalt resolve, don't ask why. Some debts get paid while the street stays dry. Guitar drops to a one-note grind. Drum stripped to kick and rim. Bass swells like pressure behind a wall. The metal tick gets louder than style. They call it violence, I call it math. A straight line answer to a crooked path. I don't enjoy it, I don't pretend. But loose ends grow back if you don't end them. So I stand still, let the panic bloom. Let your choices fill the room. Morning comes pale like it's been away. City keeps moving for business sake. You'll tell your story with a cleaner tone, but you'll feel my calm in your jawbone. And if you ever wonder what kept me clean, it wasn't God and it wasn't a dream. It was staying solid when the world turns thin and never letting the doubt get in. No halo here, no heroic crown, just a quiet man I built my church from cinder block. No stained glass, no holy light. Just a busted door that never locks, and a promise that don't sound right. You walked in talking cheap forgiveness, like grace was something you could rent. I listened with my head down low, counting interest in your sin. Ain't no choir in my chapel, just the drip of rusty years, and the quiet kind of pressure that turns prayers into fear. Cinder block saint, I don't raise my voice. I don't need a gun to make you choose. I just stand still in the doorway while you run out of excuses to use. Every step you took to get away was a step that led you back to me. Cinder block saint, slow amen, that's the only mercy you'll see. Friday night you swore you'd change, held your hands up clean and wide, but your knuckles told the old story, and your eyes never learned to hide. You said, man, I'm done with trouble, like trouble ever let you go. Like a dead can't smell your heartbeat through a wall of cold tobacco smoke. So I let you speak your piece out, let it hang there in the air. Then I slid one name across the table, watched you stop breathing there. Cinder block saint, I don't raise my voice. I don't need a gun to make you choose. I just stand still in the doorway while you run out of excuses to use. Every step you took to get away was a step that led you back to me. Cinder block saint, slow amen, that's the only mercy you'll see. My sister asked me on a Sunday if I ever feel ashamed. Said you talk like judgment's easy, like it don't burn to hold that flame. I told her shame's a young man's hobby, mine got used up long ago. Now I keep my hands real steady, so the world remembers slow. And if you think I'm here to save you, you don't know what saving costs. I'm just the man who keeps the doorway for the things you already lost. Concrete don't care who's bleeding, brick don't blink, steel don't pray. The room gets smaller when you lie in it, and time don't the preacher. You can hide behind a hymn, but you can't outrun a quiet sentence once it starts pronouncing him. Skin turned to leather in the winter wind. I forgot how to lose, I forgot how to bend. Hands like shovels, scarred and wide. I keep the soft parts buried inside. Pain comes knocking, I don't answer the door. I've swept better demons off this floor. You want a speech? You wanna cry? Go find a weaker man to testify. I don't bleed water, I don't bleed wine. I bleed rust and gasoline every time. Cast iron cold, forged in the fire, backbone strung with barbed wire. Don't ask for pity, don't ask for grace, just stand like a mountain in a hurricane's face. Cast iron cold, heavy and cold, the only religion that a hard man holds. Riff grinds slow like a tectonic plate, drums hit hard like the hammer of fate. I've taken hits that would kill a mule, spit out the tooth and kept the cool. Love is a luxury I couldn't afford. Softness is a debt I never stored. When the world pushes, I push back slow, with a silence deeper than the holes I know. Every scar is a map of where I've been, and every callous is a shield against sin. Cast iron cold, forged in the fire, backbone strung with barbed wire. Don't ask for pity, don't ask for grace, just stand like a mountain in a hurricane's face. Cast iron cold, heavy and cold, the only religion that a hard man holds. Guitar drops to a chugging mute, drum stop, ambush strikes ring out solo. Clang, 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 bass slides in deep, gravelly voice mutters. Break, no, bend, never. Guitar screams back in with full distortion. They say a hard man dies alone, but I'd rather be granite than a hollow bone. Let them talk while they run for cover. I'm the storm's father
and the night's lovely. Sun goes down on a jaw set tight. I walk into the dark without a light. No regrets trailing in the dust, just the smell of iron and the taste of trust. If death comes looking for a fight today, he better bring more than a scythe to play. I'm rooted deep in the ground I claim, and I ain't moving for a shadow's name. Final breath will be heavy and steep, a promise kept that I didn't weep. Cast iron cold, forged in the fire, backbone strong with barbed wire. Don't ask for pity, don't ask for grace, just stand like a mountain in a hurricane's face. Cast iron cold, heavy and cold, the only religion that a hard man holds.
My name is written in the city's red ink, king of the shadows on the edge of the brink. I own the bridges and I own the street, but I can't buy a rhythm for my own heartbeat. Smoke in my lungs, cold steel in my hand, the loneliest master of a broken land. No holy water can clean this floor once you walk through that heavy door. Master Legger, every name is a ghost, counting the favors that I miss the most. Slide guitar screaming through a cigar haze, dark blues verdict for my wicked ways. Master Legger, no balance, no light, just the boss of the dead in the middle of the night. I gave them jobs and I gave them protection. Now all I see is my own reflection. A man in a suit with a soul of stone, drinking expensive gin all alone. The snare hits hard like a gavel's blow, judging the things that only I know. Don't ask for mercy, don't ask for grace. The price is written on my tired face. Master Legger, every name is a ghost, counting the favors that I miss the most. Slide guitar screaming through a cigar haze, dark blues verdict for my wicked ways. Master Legger, no balance, no light, just the boss of the dead in the middle of the night. Page one, the lies, page two, the cries. The total is more than I can ever pay, and the collector is coming at the break of day. I'll burn the book before they find me here. One last act of a boss's fear. The ink will turn to the smoke in the air, a final hallelujah and a final prayer. But the ash will settle on my empty chair, the king of nothing standing there. Ashenlegger, watch the pages turn black. There ain't no road and there ain't no track back. Slide guitar weeping for a soul gone dry. The damn boss sings his last goodbye. Ashenlegger, let the fire begin, the only way out of a lifetime of sin. I don't knock, I don't call, I just show up where the light runs thin. Your front step knows my weight by now, like a sin that let itself in. You can bolt the door, kill the porch lamp, hold your breath like that helps you hide. But a dead ain't smoke you can swallow, it's a nail that stays inside. Black dog contract signed at midnight, no witness needed, I was there. I don't raise my voice, I don't hurry, I just stand and feel the air. Pay me honest, pay me ugly, pay me broken, pay me clean. If you ever took what wasn't yours, you owe the dark in between. You told your mama you were working late, you told your girl you'd change your ways. But I heard your keys in the wrong lock, I counted out your borrowed days. You left a friend on the river road with your apology in his throat. Now you wear that smile like Sunday cloth, but it fits you like a noose, not a coat. Black dog contract signed at midnight, no witness needed, I was there. I don't raise my voice, I don't hurry, I just stand and feel the air. Pay me honest, pay me ugly, pay me broken, pay me clean. If you ever took what wasn't yours, you owe the dark in between. My son asked why the dogs bark sudden, why I wake before the clocks. Told him some men smell fear like rain, some men learn to read door locks. He said, do you ever feel sorry? I let the silence answer first. Then I said, sorry is for daylight, and I work the evening's curse. Yeah, that chain goes soft and tighter, that's your courage changing shape. Hear that harmonica bend lower, that's your last good breath escape. I don't need a knife or thunder, I don't need to touch your skin. Time will do what time was paid for when the dark cashes you in. Dog contract signed at midnight, no witness needed, I was there. I don't raise my voice, I don't hurry, I just stand and feel the air. Pay me now, pay me later, either way the balance leans. If you ever took what wasn't yours, you owe the dark in between. morning, didn't know the face, staring back at me from my father's place. Hands look familiar, but they move too strange, like somebody rewired me without making change. I say my name, but it don't sound true, like I'm reading lines that belong to you. 86 beats syncopated and torn. Who am I now that the old me's gone? Every memory's got a different voice, like I never made a single choice. Stranger in my skin, walking my walk, using my mouth when I try to talk. I see the crimes, but I don't remember, just the ashes left from a burned out ember. Stranger in my skin, stealing my days, turning my footsteps into somebody's mate. People call me by my given name, but their eyes see through me just the same. They say welcome back, but from where I've been, just empty rooms with a stranger within. Riff slides crooked like a broken spine, can't find the thread between yours and mine. Bass distorts heavy like a fractured truth. I'm a patchwork man with stolen proof. Reach for the past, find only smoke. The joke's on me and I wrote the joke. Stranger in my skin, walking my walk, using my mouth when I try to talk. I see the crimes, but I don't remember, just the ashes left from a burned out ember. Stranger in my skin, stealing my days, turning my footsteps into somebody's mate.
Disjointed fragments. Guitar plays two conflicting riffs at once. Whispered voices layer. Who are you? I don't know. Liar. Everything snaps back into rhythm suddenly.
They say the devil takes your soul away, but what if he just leaves you to decay? Hollow shell moving through the motions, a ghost ship drifting on forgotten oceans. I found a photograph of who I was, young eyes burning with some noble cause. But the man I see don't match the frame, like evolution came and changed my name. Now I walk these streets like a borrowed coat, trying to remember what I used to devour. Stranger in my skin, final disguise, can't tell the difference between truth and lies. I see the mirror but it don't reflect, just a stranger standing where I used to connect. Stranger in my skin, the fade away, identity drowning in the yesterday. Order in the court of the broken bone. I sit on a bench made of granite stone. Your lawyer's a ghost and your plea is a lie.
I'm here to watch your excuses die. You walked in tall, but you crawl out low. That's the only justice that I know. Don't talk to me about rights or laws. I'm the monster waiting with the iron claws. The gavel is heavy and the swing is wide. There's nowhere left for the guilty to hide. Slice hammer verdict, crushing the down. Concrete to bust and knocks the lights out. Guitar grinds slow like a millstone wheel. Dark blues justice that you're gonna feel. More verdict, silence the room. Every single sentence is a sonic I've seen the innocent plead for their life. Seen the guilty smiling while twisting the knife. But in my chamber the playing field's flat, flattened by the weight of a heavy bat. You think money talks? Well, listen to this. The sound of impact is a terrifying kiss. I don't need a jury, I don't need a vote. I'm the hand squeezing on your trembling throat. Mercy is for weakness, punishment is pure. I'm the terminal disease and the violent cure. Sage hammer verdict, crushing the down. Concrete for days and knocks the lights out. Guitar grinds slow like a millstone wheel. Dark blues justice that you're gonna feel. Everybody verdict, silence the room. Every single sentence is a sonic lift it high, bring it down, shatter all, prevent it, taste When the dust settles on the courtroom floor, you won't remember who you were before. Just a pile of fragments and a lesson learned in the fire of the verdict that you earned. I'll wipe the dust off my black robe sleeve. Give you one last chance to try and leave. But your legs are jelly and your spirit is pipes. Another case closed with a brutal fact. Shades hammer vacant. The court is adjourned, leaving nothing standing where the fire burns. Dark blues executioner in a black mask, finishing the ugly and necessary task. Bargain, the echo remains louder than the rattling of your chain.
Preacher holds communion in a cypress shade, cup of venom where the blood was made. Cottonmouth coils on the altar stone, holy serpent never alone. Take the wafer, take the wine, feel the fangs of the divine. Bite sinks deep in the delta soul, cottonmouth communion makes you whole. Poison flows where salvation should, tasting grace from the serpent's hood. Cottonmouth communion, sweet and slow. Venom gospel only outlaws know. No turning back from the serpent's kiss. Cottonmouth communion, eternal bliss. Congregation sways with a glassy stare, poison burning through the prayer. Tongues twist thick and the visions come, seeing truth where the blind are from. Every drop of forbidden grace, washing clean the sinner's face. Reptile eyes in the preacher's grin, cottonmouth communion, let it begin. Fangs pierced but the spirit flies, seeing heaven in the serpent's eyes. Cottonmouth communion, sweet and slow. Venom gospel only outlaws know. No turning back from the serpent's kiss. Cottonmouth communion, eternal bliss. Finger pick accelerates in the hypnotic trance. Hand slaps mimic rapid bites. Blue stripes like spurning toxin. Hemming hisses into ecstatic dissonance. If the venom takes you down to die, will you rise or stay alive? Cottonmouth choir sings your name. Holy serpent claims its game. Finds bodies in the muddy bed. Congregation poison, preacher fled. Cottonmouths bask on the empty pews, drinking grace from the morning dews. Serpent sacrament forever sealed, dealt the faithful, finally healed. No more struggle, no more fight. Cottonmouth communion through the night. Final drop of the serpent's wine. Cottonmouth communion divine. Cottonmouth communion dark and pure. Venom sacrament to endure. When the world ends and the heavens fall, Cottonmouth communion takes us all. Step into the chamber where the cold wind dies. Stone walls watch with 1,000 eyes. Iron scepter resting in my calloused grip. One motion from my hand and empires slip. I don't negotiate, I don't compromise. Truth bends around me like the tides. You came seeking mercy or a second chance. I give you silence and a final glance. Every king before me fell to noise. I rule through stillness, my only choice. Uncepted reign, absolute and pure. No appeals, no escape, no cure. Kneel or stand, the outcome's the same. Iron scepter carved your name. Guitar roars like a storm held on a chain. Bass shakes the earth beneath your brain. You thought your gold could buy a seat. I built this throne on broken defeat. Brass screams truth when the lies run dry. Quietest, the reason why. No court appears, no jury trial. Just my word and your denial. Every debt you owe is written in steel. Iron scepter makes it real. Iron scepter reign, absolute and pure. No appeals, no escape, no cure. Kneel or stand, the outcome's the same. Iron scepter carved your name. Raise your army, raise your voice. I've already made my choice. History writes in ink I provide. Iron scepter on the winning side. Dawn breaks red on the battlefield won. I never moved, the war was done. Your flags burn in the morning light. Mine stands tall through the endless night. No celebration, no victory song, just the weight of ruling all along. When they write my name in stone and time, I unsent the supreme and prime. Final strike of the iron rod. I am law, I am God. I am scepter reign, eternal and cold. Legends die, but my grip takes hold. Bow or break beneath the flame. Iron scepter owns the game. took it all. My pride, my peace, my final call. I swore in blood on the rusted skies that I'd rise again, that I'd make them realize every lie they told became a blade. And I sharpened my will with every debt unpaid. Now my hands are calloused, my heart is flame. Every step I take whispers one name. Don't ask for mercy, I buried it deep. The fire that wakes me won't let me sleep. The war drums still echo, beating in my chest. I faced the dark and I passed the test. I lost it all, but I'm still alive. From the ashes of rage, I will rise. You can steal my crown, you can take my throne, but you can't kill a man who walks alone. I've bled in silence, I've swallowed pain, watched the vultures feed and call my name. The city sleeps beneath its sin, but I'm the ghost that breathes within. Every bruise a promise I've yet to keep, every wound a secret that doesn't sleep. They built their kingdom on the bones of men. Now I'm coming back to claim it again. The war drums still echo, beating in my chest. I faced the dark and I passed the test. I lost it all, but I'm still alive. From the ashes of rage, I will rise. In blood and smoke, but revenge don't fade, it just awoke. No chains can bind what's already burned. No peace until every debt's returned. And when the last light falls away, they'll know my name, they'll hear me stay. Teeth flashing in the dark, I walk with my back to the wall. Every step
leaves a mark. Shadows move like predators, whispers flashing through the cold. Every corner tells a story that I've already been told. I've learned the language of survival in the smoke and neon glow. Trust is a currency I spend sparingly, letting enemies know. No saints protect me here, no prayers cross the sky. I move with fury in my chest and fire in my eyes. So breathe like a beast, hunger in every street, and I am both the hunter and the prey I meet. Wolves don't pray, they only hunt tonight. I keep my heart hard, my fist tight. No turning back, no wrong feels right. Just shadows and wolves in the pale street light. Every growl echoes a life I've made, and every step reminds me what it costs to stay. Broken windows, shattered dreams. The night doesn't care. I've walked through fire and grime, and still I'm here. Every friend was a lesson, every foe a scar. I wear my pain like armor, know who I am, who we are. Neon drips like blood across the asphalt floor. The howl of the street calls me to fight once more. I bend, I break, but I never kneel. I've seen the dark, and it's all I feel. Wolves don't pray, they only hunt tonight. I keep my heart hard, my fist tight. No turning back, no wrong feels right. Just shadows and wolves in the pale spray. My every growl echoes a life I've made, and every step reminds me what it costs to stay. The city exhales smoke. The night hangs thick. I vanish into the shadows, ready, cold, and slick. Sounds linger briefly before silence.
nights are a lie, the night's my domain. Every challenge I face only fuels a flame. The city shakes under my stride. I push ahead, I won't be denied. Every scar, every bruise, every fight turns to power that burns in the night. I rise relentless, I rise untamed. Through fire and storm, I claim my name. No fear can touch me, no chain can hold. My heart is iron, my will is gold. Herb and thunder, feel the beat. Every step I take, I won't retreat. Through every fight, through every flame, I rise unbroken, I stake my claim. Like thunder, the night ignites. Power in my veins, I own the night. The higher I climb, the harder they push. Every doubt, every whisper, I crush. I move like lightning, strike with might, turn darkness into my guiding light. Concrete and shadows bend to my will. Every heartbeat, a surge of thrill. No one can stop me, no one can sway. I rise like thunder, I own the day. Every street, every block, every scream drives me harder to chase my dream. Hope and thunder, feel the beat. Every step I take, I won't retreat. Through every fight, through every flame, I rise unbroken, I stake my claim. Up and thunder, the night ignites. Power in my veins, I own the night. Strike faster, move higher, break the chain. Every battle, every loss fuels my reign. No pause, no mercy, no time to waste. I rise eternal, I set the pace. Through every shadow, every flame, every scar, I take it all. I've come this far. Smoke in my lungs, blood on my sleeve. The devil's whisper won't let me leave. Every step burns like a loaded prayer. No heaven left, just fire and glare. The road's been long, the truth's been sold, My soul's worth more than the lies I've told. The sky is red, the angels cry. I light my last cigar, it's time to go. It's time to die. No fear, no chains. I've danced with death and called his name. It's time to die. I've made my peace. Now watch me burn. The mirror shows what I became, a ghost in boots, a man of flame. The kings have fallen, their crowns decay. I'm still here, I won't obey. The shadows move when I walk by. I smile once, then say goodbye. I've bled enough to cleanse my sins. Now the final storm begins. It's time to die. No fear, no change. I've danced with God and called his name. It's time to die. I've made my peace. Now me burn and be released. Raise the glass, the end is near. I toast the dark, I taste the fear. Let the thunder split the sky. No tears tonight, just fire and pride. My heart still beats beneath the flame. No man forgets who spoke his name. Slow in the amber haze, I walk through nights that never forgave. Blood on my knuckles, dust in my teeth, but I kept my rhythm underneath. The road was cruel, the deal was rough, but I learned the game, I called their bluff. Now every scar, carved in stone. Ain't no crown, just a cost to pay. But I took my shot and I made my way. The world is yours if you dare to bleed. Ain't no mercy, just what you need. Raise your glass to the night you burn. Every fall's another lesson learned. Seen the liars dressed like kings, heard the angels dare their wings. They tried to buy what I can't sell. My silence speaks where words rebel. Now I stand where the storm runs dry, dust on my boots, steel in my eye. No choir sings, no crowd will cheer, but I made it out, I'm still here. Every wound I wear's a key that unlocked the man I had to be. The world is yours if you dare to bleed. Ain't no mercy, just what you need. Raise your glass to the night you burn. Every fall's another lesson learned. The world is yours if your hands don't shake, if your soul don't bend, if your will don't break. So let them talk while I light my flame. The world don't give, you make your name.
Hear the boots, hear the ground. I move like thunder, feel the sound. I carve my name where the brave don't stay. I take the night and turn it gray. Your whispers crumble, your shadows break. I'm the line that will not shake. Step close enough and learn the cost. What you thought was safe is already lost. Count your breaths, count your friends. This is where the pathway ends. Stand down, feel the floor beneath your feet. Stand down, hear the drums deliver heat. I'm the storm that doesn't ask for calm. I'm the blade that cuts like iron, hard and long. Stand down or meet the night. I came to fight, to own the right. Steel in my fist, fire in my eyes. Every move I make unmakes your lies. Cities remember when I walk the lane. Silence falls like a rattled chain. You trade in threats, I trade in truth. The paper kings can't match my proof. One step closer, pay the due. The world I build don't spare the few. Hear the signal, hear the call. Towers crumble, empires fall. Stand down, feel the floor beneath your feet. Stand down, hear the drums deliver heat. I'm the storm that doesn't ask for calm. I'm the blade that cuts like iron, hard and long. Stand down or meet the
on the ride. No mercy written in my creed, no second chances, no retreat. Look in my eyes and see the proof. I move like law, I move like truth. This is the hour your fears collide. There's nowhere left for you to hide. Yeah. Last warning given, last breath drawn. Stand down now or face the dawn.
Smoke in the alleys, fist in the air. Voices are rising, nobody cares. Neon bleeds across cracked walls. Justice sleeps while the city calls. We've been hungry, tired and chained. Our pride the only thing that's remained. The streets remember every scar. Tonight they'll know who we are. The world's on fire and I don't crawl. I was born to rise or fall. Rise or fall. No more silence, hear the call. Rise or fall. We break their walls, we take it on. Blood and thunder, stand up tall. We rise together, or we fall. Ash on my boots, paint on my skin. I lost too much to not begin. They built their tower from our sweat. They count the dead and call it dead. But I've seen light behind the smoke, 1,000 hearts that never broke. This time we're louder than their lies. This time we fight to claim the skies. Chains can't hold what fire made strong. We've been silent for far too long. Drums of war beat in our chest tonight. Rebellion stands confessed. Shadows move, but we don't fade. We are the storm that won't be swayed. Rise or fall, no more silence, hear the call. Rise or fall, we break their walls, we take it all. Blood and thunder, stand up tall. We rise together, or we fall. I walk through fire, I walk through rain. Every step I take is caught in pain. The city's mine, but it's never free. Every shadow hides a name of me. I don't just survive, I claim my throne. Every street I walk alone. They whisper doubt, they test my name, but I rise above, I play my game. Rise of the reckoning, hear my roar. Every scar I earn, every open door. No change, no fear, nothing in my way. I fight, I rise, I seize the day. Rise of the reckoning, hear my roar. Every step I take shakes the floor. Every rival I face, every fall I've known, built an empire from sweat and bone. And I can try to steal my crown, but I push forward, never down. I've got fire in my veins, ice in my gait. I'm the storm they can't erase. Let them watch, let them try. I'll ascend while they ask why. Rise of the reckoning, hear my roar. Every sky earned, every open door. No chains, no fear, nothing in my way. I fight, I rise, I seize the day. Rise of the reckoning, hear my roar. Every step I take shakes the floor. I've seen the fakes dressed up like kings, lie with words but hollow things. I came from nights that cut like glass, earned my name, no easy pass. Sweat and smoke in every breath, I made my peace with pain and death. You can't fake truth, can't sell the flame. When you've been through hell, you don't need fame. It's in the eyes, it's in the scars. Real souls shine darker than stars. Real recognize real, no need to explain. You feel the fire, you know the pain. A nod, a glance, that's all it takes. The ones who bled know what it makes. Real recognize real, no mask, no deal. You can't pretend what you can't feel. Watch strong men rise and proud men fall. Gold don't mean a thing to me. Truth's the only currency. If you stood tall when the night got wild, you know the look, that crooked smile. It's a code we speak without a sound. Respect is earned, never found. Raise your glass to the few who stay, to the ones that fire never sway. No lies, no crown, just soul and steel. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. No need to explain. You feel the fire, you know the pain. A night, a glance, that's all it takes. The ones who bled know what it makes. Real, recognize real. No mask, no deal. You can't pretend what you can't feel. We walk the line, the liar's fear. Real sees real, it's crystal clear.
Smoke in my lungs, weight on my back. Still I keep moving down that track. Eyes on the fire, heart like stone. I built this path, I'll walk it alone. No preacher's words, no silver sign. I trust the sweat, this will of mine. They talk of love, they talk of faith, but I just grind and calculate. Every mile I bleed, I gain. I turn my losses into flame. No mercy walk, no turning round. Boots hit the dirt, I own this ground. Thunder rolls when I breathe in deep. I sow my truth, what I fight I keep. No mercy walk, no crown to earn. I burn slow, but I burn firm. Cold whiskey thoughts in the midnight glare. No angels left, just the smoke in the air. They tried to break what they can't define. My scars are maps of my own design. No hollow praise, no borrowed line. I rise from ash, I claim my right. The river roars, the steel doors shake. I paid the price I had to take. The world can bite, the world can sneer, but I walk on, I've lost my fear. No mercy walk, no turning round. Boots hit the dirt, I own this ground. Thunder rolls when I breathe in deep. I sold my truth's what I fight, I keep. No mercy walk, no crown to earn. I burn slow, but I burn firm. Still stand tall, no mercy given, none at all. I walk in smoke, the streets ignite. Boots hit the ground, my knuckles tight. No crown, no fate, just blood and flame. Every move I make rewrites the game. I see your fear through your crooked grin. I don't lose, I just begin. The city hums my warning sound. Don't cross the king that owns the ground. No mercy tonight, no peace, no prayer. I'm the ghost that's breathing fire in the air. No mercy tonight, I rise, you fall. I'm the hammer that ends it all. Lights flicker red, the sirens wail. My heart beats still, it never fails. Every scar's a line I earned in war. You knock, I break the door. I smell the smoke, I taste the fight. Every breath cuts through the night. Your time is gone, your luck ran dry. You had your chance, now kiss it goodbye. No mercy tonight, no peace, no prayer. I'm the ghost that's breathing fire in the air. No mercy tonight, I rise, you fall.
cutting through the haze. I'll walk these streets through darker days. Every step's a memory burning deep. Ghosts are buried, they don't sleep. They whisper names behind my back, but I keep my heart under attack. Ain't no crown, just scars to keep. The price you pay for dreams too steep. Whiskey breath, my only prayer. Truth and sin hang in the air. I'm the king of the streets, where no one pleads. I bled for my name, play the hunger game. No gold, no peace, just fire beneath. Yeah, I'm the king of the street. Sirens wail like old regrets. Every deal leaves deeper debts. I've seen the eyes that lost the fight still haunt the corners of the night. My hands are rough, my soul is bruised, but I won't crawl. I've paid my dues. You on my throne, come take your chance, but death still owes me one last dance. No forgiveness, no retreat, just echoes under my heartbeat. I'm the king of the streets, where no one pleads. I bled for my name, played the hunger game. No gold, no peace, just fire beneath. Yeah, I'm the king of the street. The night's my crown, the pain's my creed. This road still knows what I used to be. I faced the storm, I felt the rain. Every loss I took became my gain. The streets are harsh, but I stand tall. Every shadow I walk, I conquer all. No handouts given, no mercy shown. I built my kingdom stone by stone. They try to shake me, they try to break, but a man with iron will won't forsake. Iron will, I rise, I fight.
iron will. Hear the roar. I'm relentless. I want more. Every rival I meet, every test I pass, I leave a mark like footprints in glass. The city whispers, the alley scream, but I'm the force behind the dream. Built from sweat, pain and fire. Every step I take climbs higher and higher. The night can threaten, the night can try, but I rise relentless, reaching sky high. Iron will, I rise, I fight. Every scar I earn lights the night. No change, no fear, nothing in my way. I take what's mine, I seize the day. Iron will. Hear the roar. I'm relentless. I want change, no fear, nothing in my way. I take what's mine, I seize the day. Iron will. Hear the roar. I'm relentless. I want walk the nights where silence speaks. Learn the weight that every choice leaves. Steel in my hands, fire in my chest. Every step forward, a test of the rest. No cheers needed, no witness near. The fight is mine, crystal clear. The shadows lean, but they can't bend. The road is mine from start to end. Every doubt I met, every fear I braved, built the man who never caves. Unresolved, I hold it tight through the smoke, through the night. No throne, no crown, just grit inside. The force I carry, I cannot hide. Every loss a spark, every scar a guide. I rise alone, I rise with pride. The streets whisper,
but I pay no mind. My strength is forged where others whine. No shortcuts found, no favors given. I take my path, my own way driven. The fire grows, the wind may howl. I stand my ground, I make my vow. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the man who owns his name. Iron and blood, patience and pain. Every fall, every strain, I've learned to bend, but never break. The power is mine to take. Unresolved, I hold it tight through the smoke, through the night. No throne, no crown, just grit inside. The force I carry, I cannot hide. Every loss a spark, every scar a guide. I rise alone, I rise with pride. The night retreats, but I remain. Iron in my heart, strength in my veins. Don't you raise your voice, check who's in the room. Count every shadow before you call my doom. You drink your courage from the bottom of the glass. I drink the silence, let the noise just pass. 88 heartbeat in a concrete shell. The walls hear you shaking, I hear you too well. Power doesn't shout, it just sits and waits. A quiet man shakes louder than a gun that hesitates. Silence of the room, these walls don't forget. Snare marks the names that ain't paid their debt. Organ praise soft for the ones who crossed me. Dark blue sentence whispered casually. Silence of the room, nothing to explain. If you can rule the silence, don't you try to run the game. You dress like a king, but you choke in the smoke. Ash hits the floor, your bravado's broke. I count up the dead, not the toast you made. Rain on the window sounds like shots you dodged late. One step forward, you slide halfway back. This room decides who stands and who cracks. Respect doesn't grow in broken glass on the floor. It grows in the nights you're still standing at the door. Silence of the room, these walls don't forget. Snare marks the names that ain't paid their debt. Organ press soft for the ones who crossed me. Dark blue sentence whispered casually. Silence of the room, nothing to explain. If you can't rule the silence, don't you try to run the game. Don't swear revenge if you can't sit and wait. Don't talk about family if you won't bleed for their fate. Don't say I'm in charge if you duck the bill. This room takes your name, then it goes in for the kill. When the door swings shut, all that's left is smoke. Your threats hang thin, my smile stays woke. I'm first to leave, rain washing down the lane. The city knows my footsteps, doesn't need my name. Stay at the table with your glass run dry. You raised your voice, the silence watched you lie. Silence of the room, last line drawn. Snare fades out like a curtain at dawn. Dark blues godfather never asked twice. The room keeps the ledger, doesn't play nice. Silence of the room, one iron rule. If you don't own the silence, don't you call yourself cool? Neon leaks through dirty glass. Night shift moving slow in mass. Steel breeze heat the floorboards groan. I walk the line like I own the tone. No speeches, no parade, just bolts of silence getting laid. 90 beats, heavy shoe, every step says I run you. You can pray to clocks, you can beg for dawn, but I decide what keeps going on. Neon foundry blue, hot air and cold ice. I watch your courage oxidize. Neon foundry blue, sparks in the rain. I make a kingdom out of strain. No crown in sight, no velvet cues, just iron rules and neon blue. Clipboard man with a trembling hand, trying to read what he don't understand. Numbers talk when people can. I cut the waste, I cut the chant. Your overtime can't buy you clean. When I see what you don't mean. Pipe it time, the walls reply. Clang on clang till the weak comply. I don't need friends, I don't need a crew. I need the lights to stay on blue. Neon foundry blue, hot air and cold ice. I watch your courage oxidize. Neon foundry blues, sparks in the rain. I make a kingdom out of strain. No crown inside, no velvet cues, just iron rules and neon blue.
Music strips down to kick, sub-drone and metal foley. A hydraulic press cycles. HSS, Katie Inc. HSS, Katie Inc. Guitar answers with two raw, bent notes, then drops back into the riff.
Everybody's brave till the paycheck breaks, till the floor turns hot and the promise shakes. You call it work, I call it law. I measure by it in a metal jar. I sign one line, I change a week. I don't raise hell, I make it speak. Shift ends late, sirens far. Oil on skin like a faded scar. I stand alone where the furnace glows, counting the cost that nobody knows. If I look tired, I don't show. I learn to burn without the smoke. 90 beats, slow grind tune. I move the city like a machine moves a room. Neon foundry blues, hot air and cold ice. I watch your courage oxidize. Neon foundry blues, sparks in the rain. I make a kingdom out of strain. When morning comes, it still feels used. That's iron rules and neon blues.
an endless rage. Giant fury fills the cosmic stage. Storms that rage for centuries long. Power vast where the weak belong. Clouds of ammonia twist and turn. Lightning strikes where the brave ones burn. No surface stands to face the gale. Giant storm, eternal tale. Massive force, no chain can bind. Giant power rules the mind. Jupiter storm, colossal and wild. Swallowing light like a hungry child. No eye can pierce the endless spin. Giant tempest, where worlds begin. Drums like thunder rolling deep. Comet roars where the shadows creep. Great red star bleeding through the night. Giant hunger, endless appetite. Moons in orbit feel the pull. Gravitational heart so full. No escape from the swirling might. Jupiter's star owns the night. Cyclones birth where the pressures clash. Giant power in furious flash. Jupiter's storm, colossal and wild. Swallowing light like a hungry child. No eye can pierce the endless spin. Giant tempest, where worlds begin.
Swirling storm guitar spirals over massive orchestral calls. Colossal bass creates crowds eternal chaos. Thunderous gamut unleashes property.
King of worlds with no solid throne. Giant storms claim all as their own. Power born from eternal fire. Jupiter reigns, eternal empire. Dawn means nothing in endless night. Giant storm burns forever bright. Every moon bows to the master's call. Colossal force consumes it all. Standing massive in cosmic sea. Jupiter's rage, eternity. No challenger to the throne of gas. Giant storm forever lasts. Whirlwinds birth in the pressure's grasp. Jupiter power, thunderous clasp. Jupiter storm, majestic and vast.